You're watching NewsX. My name is Vineet. The political slugfest has been literally over power or Shakti, in which is also the name of the Hindu mother goddess. With Congress leader Rahul Gandhi seemingly clumsy wording of the Shakti, they were fighting, evoking a strong reaction from the Bharatiya Janata Party. Prime Minister Modi dwelt on it at length in a rally in Telangana as well, prompting a clarification from the Gandhis. Well, Rahul Gandhi's comments made in Mumbai during the culmination of the Bharat Jodo Nyaya Yatra were already doing the rounds of social media when Prime Minister Modi lashed out at them the next morning. He said that the word represented Bharat Mata and that he was ready to embrace the challenge and prevent the eradication of Shakti. However, Congress MP Rahul Gandhi later issued a clarification after this war of words. He tweeted on X saying that Modi ji does not like his words and he tries to twist his statements and change the meaning because he knows that I've spoken a deep truth. We'll talk about this with members of both the sides of the aisle. Mr. Kaushal Kant Mishra of the BJP spokesperson with us on the program. Dr. Pooja Tripathi, Congress spokesperson, also with us on the show. Mr. Deshratan Nigam, political analyst, joins us on the program as well. Last but not the least, Advocate Gyanendra Mishra, political analyst, also with us on the program. Dr. Pooja Tripathi, I'll begin with you. Well, is it become habitual, for Congress spokesperson and the Congress party to defend what Rahul Gandhi says all the time? It's very, very apparent that the word Shakti is a positive connotation. The word Shakti is an empowering connotation. Even children know that. When Rahul Gandhi tries to use the word perhaps power or strong men, he should not be using the word Shakti because it does signify something which is religious to millions of people. Do you think this is a faux pas on behalf of Rahul Gandhi, or was he actually intending to make a point which just went all over the place? I can't hear you. Please unmute yourself.
I am unmuted. Can you hear me, Vinay?
Yeah, now you are.
Okay. I don't think, Vinay, it was a faux. I think what Mr. Gandhi intended to say was absolutely crystal clear. We are just 30 days away from the first phase of Lok Sabha elections, and Prime Minister Modi has made everything about himself. First, he goes on to rake up Modi ka parivar, then he goes on to rake up Shakti. What you twist, turn, derange, and defame Mr. Gandhi's statement when he talked about the demonic powers, when he talked about the might of the state. Where is the Shakti? Mr. Shri Narendra Modi ji was invoking Shakti, and I'll fight till death to prevent Shakti in the country. Where is the Shakti being prevented when a victim is gang raped in BHU from the IT cell members of the own BJP? When 2 minor girls are hanged and raped in Kanpur? When parents of a gang rape victim have to sit on streets in Uttarakhand or Ankita Bhandari's matter, and the blame is on your own MLA Pulkit Arya. Where are these people who are these people who are invoking Shakti? Why they didn't stand for Bilkis Bano and they actually sided with the rapist, garlanded them, offered them sweets? When we talk about this, there's a poem, Vineet. It was by Surikant Tripathi Nirala. It's called Ram Ki Shakti Puja, where he invokes Ram Ravan ka Yuddh, and the Ram says in the poem, Anyay jidhar hai udhar Shakti. So when Rahul Gandhi meant the might of the state, he meant where is this demonic Shakti which is preventing these farmers from getting their due MSP and being thrashed in, 700 farmers have died.
Dr. Pooja, Shakti is not used in that connotation. It is not a word which is used in that particular way, is what I'm trying to say. What you're saying is perhaps making sense. You want to target the BJP over certain issues, but at least choose the right words.
I am telling you, Anyay jidhar udhar Shakti. Okay. Youth are depressed from unemployment. Paper leaks are happening again and again, and then you invoke Shakti. Where is Shakti when every hour 3 women are being raped? Where was Shakti being invoked when 2 women were paraded naked and they were manhandled by the whole mob? Where is the Shakti? I think should be.
Dr. Pooja, that you're aberrating from the question. Even Nirbhaya happened when the UPA was around. So if you want to bring in incidents, that's going to be a different ballgame altogether. I want Mr. Nigam to come in. Mr. Nigam, I want your gravitas on this. Has Rahul Gandhi used the wrong word, perhaps even for a message that he thought which was right, again? Please unmute yourself, sir.
No, I'm unmuted.
Okay, we can hear you now. Go ahead.
Vineet, we know the condescending nature of Rahul Gandhi towards Hindu religion. If you recall his meeting with a South Indian pastor, George Ponian, where he was, when the pastor was making fun of Hindu religion and saying Jesus is only the true God, and he made fun of Shakti. There is no Shakti in Falana Dikana. Now related to the second yatra, where at the conclusion of the second yatra, he says Hindu Dharma ki Shakti. And Hindu Dharma ki Shakti is a supreme feminine energy, Ma Durga, Mahishasur Mardini, and whose worship, which is all pervasive in Lord Shiva. This is a classic example of Vinash Kale Viparit Buddhi. And this is not the first time. This is a pattern you notice in the Congress and the Indic alliance that we have. There you see Hindu terror, saffron terror, Hindu Pakistan, Hindu Taliban, all kinds of words have been used by the Congress. So they think that the Muslims are the only voters in this country and they have to cater to that. Just because Hindus are very tolerant and they don't speak out does not mean they will not speak out in the elections. Every voter is very smart and they keep all this in mind while voting. And as a student of physics, let me tell you, supreme feminine energy cannot be destroyed. Nobody can create it, nobody can destroy it, and nobody can fight it also. Those who think they can fight it will be destroyed. Please understand, this is the true meaning of Shakti in Hindu Dharma. Those who don't know it must read about it. So and we have seen what kind of statements Rahul Gandhi has been making when he goes abroad. Whenever he goes abroad, then 100 MPs, I'm sorry, there are no 100 MPs of Congress. Hundreds of people, come out and start defending and giving different spins and meanings by the spokesperson, which he never intended in the first place. And therefore, why does it always arise that a statement is made in a manner which has a very clear meaning, and then it has to be defended by people? Yes, BJP will make use of it because you are contesting elections, and they will attack Congress for this. And it has to be exposed to the people. And the way the Congress tries to expose, and therefore, at the elections time, and more so, he also made personal comments against the Prime Minister that he's a shallow man who doesn't have a 56-inch chest. Modi works for power. Modi is a mask who comes for Shakti. These are personal attacks, violative of Model Code of Conduct, which is already in existence now. So therefore, the Election Commission should take note of it also. And there is a complete pattern and chain of events. Anti-Hindu stand the Congress has been taken. The appeasement politics, quietly meeting, before 2019, the Maulanas and the Muslims, quietly when it came out in public. Remember, forget about religion. Remember meeting the Chinese ambassador secretively when Doklam happened. In Kailash Mansarovar Yatra.
Okay.
He met the Chinese senior officials, and he admitted that. It is not that I am saying. Rahul Gandhi admitted in a press conference and also in a tweets also.
Okay, all
Please
right.
remember
let's also
there is a complete pattern.
Let's also get a response from Advocate Gyanendra Mishra on this. Advocate Mishra, how do you see this? Is this a gaffe by Rahul Gandhi, or is this a misuse of a word, Shakti? Tomorrow you could be using other names which represent sensitivities towards the Hindu religion. You could call money as Lakshmi. That would have a different connotation. It has to be used in the right context towards the right audience and for the right landing.
So I agree with you. Vineet, what you were telling, I am in agreement with that. See, it can be anybody's guess that obviously when he was using the word Shakti, he was not referring to the Shakti in its religious or spiritual connotation, because that doesn't make any sense, So obviously, when he was referring to Shakti, he was referring in terms of the absolute and dictatorial power of a state, and because that's the kind of an undercurrent in his various speeches and deliberations before the public, when he talks about the misuse of state's power against opposition leaders, or not giving justice to the poor and deprived, or the concentration of power in certain individuals' hand at the cost of common people. And in that context and in furtherance of that only, he was using the term Shakti. But as you rightly said, that my advice would be that it is such a critical time when you are going to election, and when you know that your opposition is waiting for a chance to pick up on these things and make a huge emotional or polarizing issues out of it, and create a picture of the Congress being anti-Hindu, etc., etc., which obviously there is no grain of truth into it, which everybody knows. You have to be more cautious about, and I fail to understand that why the multiple opposition leaders, when talking about these kind of emotional issues, use the words and sentences which appears to be, or which can be interpreted or can be taken away by your opposition as insulting to Hindu or against the Hindu sentiment, etc., etc. So obviously you are going into a battle, and the battle is being fought and should be fought on all front. Where we expect the battle to be fought on more fundamental issues of development, the unemployment, the national security, etc., etc. But the religious, cultural, regional, caste, and other aspects are also reality, or the emotive issues on which the election is fought in India. And therefore, you have to be careful, otherwise you go on defensive and then keep explaining that when I use the word Shakti, this is what I mean. And obviously the BJP has no right to talk about the power of Shakti and respect for Shakti, because the kind of the treatment they have meted out to the women. So these are the argument in self-defense. The question is that why at the first instance you give an opportunity to opposition to rake up these emotive issues and then put you on defense, where your energy is spent on creating a counter narrative.
Okay, let's get a response on this from Kaushal Kant Mishra as well, BJP spokesperson. Mr. Mishra, thank you for waiting so patiently. What do you make of Rahul Gandhi's statements? And do you think that the context of it all ruined the message that he was trying to make as well?
Vineet, in Hindi we say, "Baat hi haathi paiye aur baat hi haathi pao." In democracy, there is no haathi pao, but it is just an index finger of the people. Whole country knows that what is Shakti. Whole India knows what is Shakti, what is the meaning of Shakti. But I am telling my friend Pooja ji, I think she has not heard what Rahul Gandhi has said. He clearly said, मैं मोदी से नहीं लड़ रहा हूं, मैं बीजेपी से भी नहीं लड़ रहा हूं, मैं हिंदू धर्म में एक शब्द है शक्ति, मैं उससे लड़ रहा हूं. This was clear-cut incidents. And Mr. Rahul Gandhi is not new. And along with Mr. Rahul Gandhi, it's Congress and whole Indi Gathbandhan. They are habitual offenders against Hindu Dharma and Bharat. It comes with many statements. Mr. Gyanan Mishra is putting some butter on that, but I am very clear, it is not first time. लोग मंदिर जाते हैं, लड़कियां छेड़ते हैं. लोग मंदिर जाते हैं, चप्पल चुराते हैं. मंदिर की में मूर्तियां होती हैं जो पावरलेस होती हैं. ये राहुल के अपने स्टेटमेंट हैं. अपार्ट फ्रॉम मिस्टर राहुल गांधी, व्हाट खरगे सेज दैट अगर मोदी आएगा तो सनातन धर्म की सरकार आएगी. दीज ऑल आर ऑफिशियल statements available all over the world, and that is why I am saying they are habitual offenders. And apart from Mr. Rahul Gandhi and his president Mr. Kharge, if we take other people, DMK people, they say Hindu dharma, AIDS, malaria, dengue, and everybody. It's not only these. If I am going to the list, there are whole bunch of things which I can say here. And why probably, I am just giving one guess mark to Mr. Rahul Gandhi. Why is he is not able to understand Hinduism? Because he claims, self-proclaim that he is Hindu. He self-proclaimed that he is Kashmiri Brahman, and he self-proclaimed that he is Dattatreya Brahman, in spite of having his mother as Christian and father as Parsi. So you can understand what is understanding he has about Hindutva and Hinduism. And it's not first time, it's always like that. And that is such a big Dattatreya Brahman who is wearing Janeyu on the coat. You can understand his understanding about Hinduism and Shakti. And
so basically what you're saying,
what to say?
What Mr. Mishra, what you're saying is that he has no understanding.
He doesn't have, it's not me, it's his own statements is explaining. It's not me. All these statements given by him only, his party president only, his allies only. How should I say? Or they have got some political motive of Tuštikaran. Very clearly I am saying Tuštikaran, just to get vote of certain section of people. And that is, I think, more true, because they all in politics, they are doing just vote bank politics only on minority votes, especially Muslim vote. I am very clear. There is no doubt about that. And everybody, every spokesperson from Congress, they doesn't have any option. They have to defend, and they are doing their duty. So I pardon Dr. Pooja. There is no problem. You can defend because you are here to do the such duty. But public knows what is Shakti, what is Shiva, and I am ending. There is a Bij mantra Om Hing Kling Chamundaya Vichche, which is the mantra of Shakti. And probably Mr. Rahul Gandhi cannot pronounce even this thing. That is the problem with Mr. Rahul Gandhi.
Okay, all right. Sumit, how would you rate this situation? Why doesn't Rahul Gandhi, do you think he comes unprepared for a lot of these speeches and a number of times speaks off the cuff?
I think, Vinny, thanks for having me on your show. When it comes to Mr. Gandhi, it is not the first time. He's a habitual offender and he's not doing it for the first time. The first thing I'll tell you, I want to tell you, he made it very clear, Hindu dharma mein ek word hota Shakti. So there is no connotation, nahi bhai ka connotation nahi hai bhai. And we are fighting that. We are not fighting BJP, we are not fighting Modi ji, what my friend just told me. So there's a very simple, direct connotation to the word. Secondly, you are saying you are a Kashmiri Pandit, Dattatreya Kol, Jenu कोट पे जनेऊ पहनते हैं, रुद्राक्ष की माला पहनते हैं, अच्छी बात है. And you are a devout Brahman, you are a Shiv Bhakt. And tell me which Shiv Bhakt on this earth doesn't know what is Shakti? You cannot be a Shiv Bhakt and know what is not Shakti. भाई शक्ति के बिना तो शिव भी शिव है. I mean, imagine Shakti तो वो शक्ति जिससे पूरे संसार का संचारण होता है. Can you say I'm a devout Shiv Bhakt, I'm a worshipper of Shiva and I don't know what is Shakti? Nobody on this planet Earth is going to believe you. So when you know what is Shakti, when you are a Shiv Bhakt, so either say I'm bluffing, I'm not a Shiv Bhakt, either say this, ये जो Janeyu Vaneyu है, ये सब photo ops है. Remember the Gujarat election, he did this temple hopping. The people do pub hopping, he used to do temple hopping. Remember during the Nyaya Yatra, he put a tribund on his matha, he wore all this Rudrakshi mala and all. Now you went for the darshan of Mahakaleshwar, you went for the darshan of Jyotirlingas and you don't know what is Shakti. You are a Shiv Bhakt, you don't know what is Shakti. You are a Dattatreya Kol Kashmiri Pandit Brahman, you don't know what is Shakti. You are going to every temple and hopping and you don't know what is Shakti. But when it comes to photo ops, you put a Rudraksh mala on your kurta, you put a Janeyu on your coat and you don't know what is Shakti. And here you are clearly saying what is Shakti. Now forget that. Let's say a couple of days back. 2 days back you want ED कि कल को भाई बीजेपी की सरकार आएगी तो तुम लोग का क्या होगा, ऐसी कार्रवाई होगी, right? When you were in Wayanad, you told the people तुम 90% लोग हो, तुम्हारा एक भी representative यहाँ नहीं, तुम हाथ पे हाथ धर के बैठे हो. You know that. Then couple of days back when the DM came, Mr. A. Raja, Mr. Udaynidhi Stalin said what they had to say about Hindu Dharma. Did you utter word? Now even your Priyank Kharge, Mallikarjun Kharge ka beta's son, and the minister in the Karnataka government, he had absolute bad words about Sanatan Dharma. Do you even distance yourself from the same? And there's a video which is viral on a social media where a Christian pastor is telling him, Jesus is the real God, not like Shakti Bhakti. You are silent on that. You didn't counter him that. You are a Shiv Bhakt
And how, as a devout Shiv Bhakt, as a Sanatani, you can hear Jesus is the real God. I have all the respect for Jesus Christ, but I cannot accept that Jesus is the real God or ye Shakti Bhakti sab nakli hai. How come you are able to digest and swallow that? When there was a hijab row, you were all out in the bhai Musalmanon pe shoshan ho raha, utpीड़न हो रहा, प्रताड़न हो रहा, संविधान खतरे में है. But when Hindu dharma, Sanatan dharma is insulted by your own alliance partners, by the Christian pastor, when you are saying I'm fighting Shakti, then you say I'm ignorant. So what are you? What are you aware of? You cannot have all the sides of the spectrum and have the color. It's like I own the rainbow and my color is green. Well, rainbow has so many shades that you can't have the green color. That is the problem. When your alliance partners are talking about Sanatan dharma, why are you silent? Why have you still DMK in your alliance? Why Mr. Kharge has not spoken and say no, we as India alliance or we are Congress are not with it? Why you were when the Chokidar Chor was spoken, you were clapping. Now tell me for the sake of God, Vineet, anything you say and say. Bhai, agar Shakti nahi hai, even in Sanatana Dharma, it's believed, even in the Prachand Bhairav, if you take out Shakti, Prachand Bhairav is nobody. He is powerless. Now when you're fighting the Shakti, who are you fighting? Chamunda, you're fighting Kala, Tara, Baglamukhi, Bhairavi, you're fighting Matangi, you're fighting Lakshmi, you're fighting Dumravati, whom are you fighting? And you assume to fight, and I believe you are not fighting Tripur Sundri. So you want to fight all of them and you will win. Who has won against Shakti? And if you look at our Hindu tradition, who has been fighting Shakti? Mahishasur? Bhasmasur? Manishum? In which category are you putting yourself, Mr. Gandhi? Use your words. Because these are the people who have fought Shakti. Nobody has fought Shakti. And who on this earth can think of fighting Ma Tara or Ma Kali and winning? Nobody can do it. Only the Bhakt beasts of the world who had all the divine powers, and even they could not take that, the Ma Kali. Who are you to find me? And what I'm told that his speeches are written in English. He doesn't have into Hindi.
Okay.
English and Hindi translation, wo kya bol jata hai, speaker kya likhta hai. Even poor Rahul Gandhi doesn't know.
Let's get a response from, okay, let Pooja come in. Let Dr. Pooja Tripathi come in. She wanted to respond. Dr. Pooja Tripathi, go ahead.
See, Dr. Kaushal and Sumit ji totally obsessed with Rahul ji. Janeऊ pehante hain, Dattadev Brahmin hai, Kashmiri Pandit, tracing the lineage. I'll just put one question across to them. Was it Ankita Bhandari Hindu? Is Sonam Wangchuk, who is on 11th day of his fast unto death, demanding just taking back of pastoral lands by Chinese aggression, is he not an Indian enough? Forget, आप लोग तो Hindu, Muslim, Parsi इसमें ही divide कर देते ना. Is he not Indian enough? Was Belkis Bano, who was paraded? Does Hindu religion tell us that the rapist should be garlanded and offered sweets? You rigged in Gujarat elections. I'm asking about Gujarat elections. Is she not a form of Shakti? Was she less of an Indian? Is the Varanasi gang rape victim who was raped by your own party's BJP's IT cell, is she not less of a Shakti or forget Shakti Hindu? No, you will not have answers to that. When Kuldeep Sengar was raping a minor girl, when he murdered her whole family, was she less of a Hindu or a Shakti? When Chinmayanand was manhandling, when Chinmayanand was fondling the girls of his college, was she not less of a Hindu? Was she not Shakti? When you took out position in support of rapists in Kathua, was this a tribute to Hindu religion and the big tribute to Shakti Mahishasur Mardini? I think BJP should step back and just look at what's been there in their party. Their MLAs, their legislators have been accused of grave violations, grave causes of rape, murder and things. And now they are sitting and telling kaun Janeऊ nahi pehanta, kaun Dattadev Brahmin hai, kaun Shiv Bhakt hai. He doesn't need a Shiv Bhakti certificate from the BJP spokesperson. They should sit back and realize what they are doing to the country.
Okay.
Every aarti we are being raped.
Let Mr.
Shakti
Nigam
is
respond to
being
you. Okay,
raped.
let Mr. Nigam come in now. Mr. Nigam, how would you like to respond to Dr. Tripathi?
Well, Vineet, one thing is very clear. We have a system of checks and balances in the court system. Anybody who commits a crime is punished. And that is the robust judicial system is meant for. And that is what has been done. Unlike Priyanka Chaturvedi, who left Congress for being harassed, for being harassed. Please don't interfere. Don't interfere, please.
Pooja, let him make his point. Pooja, let him make his point. Dr. Pooja, let him make his point.
I never interfere in anybody's when they are speaking. So you remember Priyanka Chaturvedi, who left Congress because her complaint of harassment by a Congress was never heeded to within the party. Then NSUI president also, whose complaint of the the members of the women members of the NSUI, young women members, not attended to, no action being taken. Here at least there is a judicial system which has taken care of whether it is Sengar or otherwise. Brij Bhushan, the case is going on in the court. You cannot bypass the court and hang somebody. He has to be proven guilty in a court of law. That process, due process of law is going on. Please understand that. You are an educated person. You are a doctorate. I don't know whether you are a medical doctor or not, but you are a doctorate. Therefore, you must understand whether action has been taken or not. A person is behind the bars. And anybody who does a crime, irrespective of political parties, have to be punished. Please understand, this is not the case of a top leader who's the former president of your own party who left the presidency. And yes, the courts will step in. Courts will step in. Yes.
Supreme Court had to step in, but your party garlanded and offered them speech.
Arey bhai, they went through the punishment. They were punished. They went through punishment. If you were a lawyer, I would have given you an answer.
Okay, all right, Pooja and Mr. Nigam, we unfortunately have run out of time. There's obviously, Mr. Nigam is right. The legal recourse is there for everyone, regardless of the party, regardless of which side you're leaning to.
For more such videos, subscribe to the NewsX YouTube channel, hit the bell icon.